right, so we're going to start our new lesson. And lately in writing, we've been talking about sequencing. Do you remember how we would show sequencing before we would get ready to write? Do you remember the activity that we did? Okay, we were taking pictures from the story, and what would you have to do with them?
Put them together.
Put them in order from beginning to the end, so that we were showing a beginning of our story, a middle to our story, and an ending to our story. And we were using that graphic organizer to help you go from a beginning, middle, and ending to the story, right? Okay, the story you wrote. So we're actually going to be looking at the last story that you wrote about Picture Day a little bit later at the end of this lesson. But first, we're going to talk about how to hook a reader. Has your teacher ever talked to you about hooking a reader? No? Okay. So you're going to learn. There's a couple different ways to hook your reader. What do you think that means, hook your reader?
Like something to read.
Okay, something to read. What it is when you're writing a story, you want to draw your reader in. That's what all good authors do. Good authors say, I want to get their attention. I want to get the reader's attention. Okay, and that's when you are authoring a story, you have to try to get someone else's attention, usually your teacher, but if you share your writing with your classmates, you want to get their attention, and that's what a good hook is. So there's different ways to hook your reader. You can ask a question at the beginning of your story. You can do an onomatopoeia, an exclamation, and an amazing facts. And actually there's others, but these are the ones we're going to be focusing on. We're only going to start with one for today. I'm going to teach you one way to hook a reader. Okay? And the word onomatopoeia, have you ever heard that word before?
Mm-hmm.
You have? What is it? Do you know what it is?
Onomatopoeia is like a word. I know what the word is, but I just don't get it.
You don't remember. Well, it's a big word, and it's a funny word, onomatopoeia. And you know what? I never knew this word until I became a teacher, and I was trying to teach my students how to hook their readers, because I think it's a really easy way for students to remember how to hook a reader. So I'm going to show you a quick learning video on what an onomatopoeia is, okay? Onomatopoeia. And today, here's our goal. I can understand and use onomatopoeia in my writing, but you still don't know what it is yet, so let's take a look. What is an onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeia is when authors use words that sound like the action or object they are naming. The author might use the word buzz to describe a bee. The word splat might be used to describe the sound of a scoop of ice cream falling on the floor. So onomatopoeia is a long word for sound words. They're just sound words. I'm going to show you a quick video so that you can see some sound words. Let me see here. So what's an onomatopoeia?
Sounds.
Yep, they're just sounds that are put into words for the author to show. So I'm going to show you something else that almost always uses onomatopoeia, are comics. Do you ever read comics? Okay, so if you start paying attention to either comic books or in the Sunday paper, there's a comic strip in the newspaper. So you can see here in Garfield, you know, the author gives us words, but then pal, what does pal mean? The author never tells us, but what's that mean? What's that sound word? What's happening?
When somebody get hit.
Okay, but take a look at the pictures. What's pal? Take a look at this picture. What do you think happened?
Oh, he popped the ball.
Yeah, and it just made a loud sound. Okay, so in cartoons you will find onomatopoeias a lot. I have one more cartoon for you, so you can take a look. Okay, see what Charlie Brown's doing. Look, what's he doing?
He's giving his dog food.
Mm-hmm. So then we have some sound words here. And then smack. What's the smack mean? What's Snoopy doing?
Kissing his hand.
Yeah, why is he kissing his hand?
Because he gave him dog food.
So instead of the author saying Snoopy was so excited, he put the word smack. He's got a couple hearts by it, and you can see in the illustration. So the author doesn't always have to tell us words. Sometimes he can use sounds and we get the picture, okay? Because it makes us think about what's really happening. So you will see them a lot in cartoons, but I'm going to show you some books that also use them, okay? So let's take a look at this together.
I had that book, but it's a different book. It's one of those.
It's a Mo Williams book with the pig and the elephant. Yeah, there's a few of those books. So if I just kind of see here, now these are words, okay? Even though they're in a voice box, these are just words. They're not sounds. But if I look here, do you see this? What is that sound word?
Zip.
Zip, okay? He's tossing something up in the air and it's making a noise. That's a sound word.
Break.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's another sound word. Let's try another book. Why don't you go through a couple pages and see if you can find one in that book. Just look strictly for sound words. Let me see if I can help you. When I was going through this book, I know I saw one. Oh, crash. Okay. So what's crashing?
He's falling.
He's falling.
On the floor.
And the food is falling.
On the floor too.
Right, okay. So we need to pay attention to those because authors are putting them in there. I don't think I'm going to use this book yet. Yeah, that's a different one that I want to use. Authors are putting those sound words in there to make it more interesting. Do you know what that one is?
Yow.
Yawn. Okay, yawn. We can kind of.
Wolf.
Mm-hmm. even this one. Now this one's hard to say, but what's he doing?
He's spitting.
Yeah. Okay, so the author put some sounds to that.
Snore.
Mm-hmm. What's another way the author could show snore? Have you ever seen a book where an author might show somebody sleeping? What happens when someone's sleeping? What sound do you hear?
A snore.
What's a snore sound like? Yeah, okay, or zzz. Sometimes you might see it written out in a lot of Z's, okay? Good.
I saw one.
Yeah, oh, did you see a different one? Good. Well, this is, right, this is in bold print. Not all bold words are sound words, okay? But good. Let's see, I think I have one more here. I stink. See if you can find a sound word in there.
This one.
Right, ah. Okay, now we're not reading the whole text. We're just kind of looking for those sound words.
Roar.
Roar. Look at this one. And look at his face. Look at the illustration that goes along with it. How do you think he's feeling?
5th through 8th grade, please get ready for dismissal.
Yeah, you can kind of tell. So is that roar like roar, or is that roar roar? Yeah, it's like real deep and angry. All right, so we're going to be using. Okay, you want to take a break? Okay, let me pause the video.